And we're back once again, the Half Hour Henshin, episode 60, talking to you about the latest tokusatsu shows as they come out. As always, I'm Sleepy Witch, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5D here Talkatuber.
And as always, we got 3 shows to talk about.
Man, like, okay, it's kind of funny how we've structured this with KingOh-ger, then Ultraman, then Super Sentai. But man, Super Sentai has been such a downer lately. Like, it's really well written, but man, it's gonna be a downer when we get to that.
It's been like depressing. It's really funny. I watch the weekly anime that I watch with my friend like on Wednesdays, like after lunch, and we specifically structure it so that the one that we end on is something silly because oh god. No. But hey, look, things just happen. Yeah, and this is just kind of how we do things. But speaking about things happening, it is time for the school trip. And
yep.
God, I'd forgotten that, like, the bit with their teacher was that he looks so fucking, like, disheveled when he's not, like, in his alchemist outfit. So he just shows up, and for a second I was like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh god, no, it's him!
Yeah, and he also just does not care about what the students do, which is hilarious to me.
Like, yeah, just like, yeah, you guys do whatever you want. Just do your project.
Yeah. And after that, we see Kajiki, like, you know, it's not so much that he's excited whenever he sees a Kemi. No, the whole thing is that he's actually I forgot. He's basically a hunter of
paranormal activity, like UFOs, ghosts, like everything related. I also
like the exact word,
Yeah, I also like that we see Rune looking at like tour places related to the Shinsengumi.
Yeah, like they all have some sort of quirk to them.
Yep.
It's great.
And I love how our boy comes over and he's like, "Oh, what places should we go to?" And then he's like, "Oh, do you already have a group?" I mean, not really. Then it's like, guess who has a group now?
Yeah, it's so funny. But a couple things this episode, like we actually see some more stuff with the sisters, and we see that it's actually surprising for the sisters to be able to use 2 chemis at one time, which is crazy. And then we also see your new toy for holiday season.
Yep. I mean, hey, new toy, holiday, or UFO sightings, because the UFO is the first like 10 card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we learn about a bunch of different little things here. We get to see the sisters doing alchemy, and yeah, we get to see the new driver. So it's impressive that they can use 2, which obviously means like the gotcha driver is impressive because it uses 2 by default, and then Valvorite shows us he's even more impressive because he can use 3.
Yeah, I was just about to get to that. Yeah, it's like he's using 3 vehicle. And the thing is, they also were specifically talking about each of the types of chemis that are on there. Because, you know, there is plant, there's like legend, there's like there's insect, there's vehicle. Yeah, exactly. Like they're actually like specifically pointing them out now. Because if you actually look at how many, if you actually outside stuff, toy wise, the stuff you're gonna be spending your money on. There's actually, like, as we know, there's like 100 Kemi cards. There's 10 of these categories, and each of them go from 1 to X, or 10.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. The new driver looks cool. I'm glad we're getting, like, a little secondary driver. Again, I'm just like, please give it to Rin.
I mean, man, it's really funny how I'm the one that gets myself, intentionally, I search for, like toy catalog spoilers, but there's so much stuff that I have to hold back because I
don't know. So I assume you already know who gets that driver then.
Yes, it's like I've seen stuff already.
Do we have what the suit looks like yet, or just
no, just the driver and the sword. Like it actually has like a giant X on it.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. I mean, I want it to be the Rune. The main thing I think that it would also be that like it would be like his like upgrade driver or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the X is actually going to be his upgrade driver, and like they were joking, like someone was joking around, like saying, "Oh man, the Gacha driver is already a chunky driver," and then the new one attaches to the top and goes over the front, making it even chunkier now
That's really funny.
for the X. Yeah.
I'm waiting
So,
to see if my local KingOh-ger, because they said they were gonna order some of the Gacha driver,
mm,
and I just find it cool being able to like actually buy it in store. Like I'm so happy that I was able to go and I bought like Monster and Ninja buckles like in store. That like is a cool feeling, you know.
yeah.
But hey, Hopper 1 snuck along anyway, and
Yeah.
he leads Kajiki to his fateful encounter, possibly to his gotcha.
Yeah, it was super cute seeing this happen. Like Kajiki, like actually already is like is like getting excited because he gets to like see Kemi up close, doesn't understand what it is, and then gets led to this like this cute girl who basically you find out is working for Ue Matsu, what was it, Egakoen, or I forgot what it is in Japanese, but I just know it as Toei Studio Park because that is Toei Studio Park,
Yeah.
which I have been to in real life, and it was actually a slightly drizzly day too, which is really funny watching this episode, and it's sunny there ish.
Yeah. Oh man, we got to talk about. We have what's her face basically just take out a cop car containing some bad guys. The Jungle Jan Kemi looks pretty cool. He reminds me of that big tree Digimon.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The suit for it is pretty good, and then we have another one, like another bad guy that is currently not relevant, but we then find out he's relevant later.
Yeah,
And
like honest, yeah,
Mhm.
it's so cool watching these scenes at Toei Studio Park and realizing like, okay, yeah, it's mostly a lot of this is just gonna be me like just talking about it, but it's really funny. You can actually see like a lot of like English signs everywhere because that is literally how it is. There are a lot of ticketed events, and one of them actually is the haunted house. And now I know I could actually go to the haunted house because I thought it was just gonna be like kind of a gallery of like dolls, but no, I see that it's actually a haunted house, and that's actually pretty cool.
yeah, it was cool. It was really funny that like it's like they came here to hunt for UFOs, and like Kaijiki just immediately gets distracted by a girl.
Yeah.
Again, I love seeing their teacher come over to him when he just looks normal, because he like looks like he doesn't give a shit about being here at all.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
And then I'm glad that
And
the reason that we get to see the other two on Gold Dash is because he left all the Chemi cards at home, and he just calls them like, "Hey, can you guys just bring them to Kyoto?"
yeah,
And it's like that. Okay, I need to look this up. How long is the drive?
honestly, that would actually be crazy because I think like even on the Shinkansen, it's about a 2 hour train ride.
Okay, so I just
So
googled like a car ride because that would obviously be the like closest equivalent, them riding a motorcycle. Just the average car ride from Tokyo to Kyoto is 6 hours and 42 minutes.
yeah,
So that
sounds
means Gold Dash is hauling ass. No wonder what's his name is holding on to the back of Osaka Girl. So he's afraid he's gonna die.
Yep.
But yeah, we get a little cute scene with Kaijiki and the girl talking about UFOs. Someone messages her and she goes away. Cool scene with the professor battling the one sister where he like makes the mannequins come to life and they have actual like suit actors like being ninjas and stuff. That was a cool way we haven't seen them use alchemy yet.
Also, honestly, it's really cool because like I mean, I like it's just awesome seeing like these out of suit like all the girls like just being absolute badasses out of suits, and like it's so cool seeing like this of the sisters like beat up a bunch of them too.
And then we have a fucking really funny scene of him taking pictures of Renee in like the Shinsengumi outfit,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
God, we don't have time for this, and it's like, no, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, from what I remember, I think it's like $60 to rent a period accurate costume for the day, at the park, and it's actually really funny too because like it's actually super cute too because they actually do have a small photo studio for like 4 to 5 year old like 2 to 5 year old kids where they could actually dress up as like I believe like the Pretty Cures and and some Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. They actually have like a little studio that you can actually take pictures with for your kids to dress up.
That honestly is adorable. Again, he doesn't have the cards. Immediately starts getting beat up. I love how like this guy's like the generic like bad guy TM, even like licks the knife.
Oh man, I'm so ready to watch this show like with my watch party soon, because like I'm not sure you've seen it. There's another live action show called The Hero Yoshihiko.
And the scene. I've seen that scene where the guy licks the guy's like, "Oh, my knife blade is poisoned. Blah blah blah. If I get even a single cut on you, you'll die instantly." And then he does the like knife looking thing. And it's like, why did I do that? And just like falls over.
Yeah, that was like that. But he looked cool though.
He looked awesome.
So, yeah,
but yeah.
Besides
Rankin
that,
Robo and Yami Bat. The Yami Bat card looks really cool, and obviously the robot looks awesome.
Yeah,
this is our first like full CG suit.
Yeah, right now, like looking at that, I'm getting angry because I'm like, where's my phase 2 Chemi cards? I need to buy a box. It's
the marketing
I've really fallen down.
Yeah,
I've really fallen in. No, plus I've actually seen the Chemi card for Forze. I want the Chemi card for Forze.
Oh yeah, so that's your boy. But yeah, we have big man fight. We have girl reuniting with dude who we find out is the other escaped convict. And obviously Kajiki's like, oh, is this a boyfriend? This is probably the brother she told us about earlier, but it looks like he's committed some sort of crime. Our boy shoots a beam, and then he runs out of energy, Ultraman style. And just turns small. Like even the driver like flashed and everything too.
Yeah. And then like it basically ends with him, turning into
into Steam Hopper. Yeah. Gotchard is here, and they got Gold Dash is here, which again means they made a 6-hour trip in like I want to say like an hour and a half.
Yeah, at the very least. So.
But yeah, you can do it. You can do it, Kamen Rider. We're gonna see him transform into Gold Dash next week.
Yeah.
I assume we're gonna see something about the UFO Chemi as well. The Gold Dash suit looks pretty cool from what I can see.
Oh man, I forgot who Gold Dash is paired up with.
No, I don't remember either. You can do it, Kamen Rider. We're gonna see this girl. It looks like the bit for the other guy is like this one guy had a knife and the other guy's like an arsonist.
Okay, let me see here. Gold Dash's card. It's gonna be an animal. So have we gotten an animal that's 3 yet?
I am not sure.
me going through my Chemi cards because I do have a Gold Dash card, and yeah, it looks like it matches up with Animal 3.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm not sure which one it is, but
I am definitely just seeing if I can find the list of them real quick. Animal insignia. Let's give you the animals next.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I'm excited for it because Gold Dash is cool. Like it's really funny. We've gotten like this is our second gold suit.
So the 3 animal is Mechanic Candy, the crab.
Oh, it's the crab? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's
nice.
crab, it's mechanical motorcycle crab.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, moving on to something our greatest fears, I guess.
Yeah.
Blazar had a really funny episode, I feel like.
Like this episode felt, I mean, as I put it, it was very Showa. Like, I still haven't seen any of the Showa series, but it felt so simple compared to the previous episodes we've had lately.
Yeah, I think my
Like,
favorite part was the first three people who find this kaiju underground all describe it as something different, and then you get the like, this is an image based on their accounts, and it's like
mhm.
this ugly little bastard.
Yeah, it's really clever. I really do love these it's such a funny trope. Your greatest fear, and there's always one person that has like the wackiest fear, and it was Gento.
Yeah,
Gento's afraid of red beans.
he doesn't like the red bean. To be fair, I worked at a boba shop for a bit. I had to work with a lot of not the biggest fan of the red beans, not by themselves. Red bean paste is pretty good. I love the vibe that like they got so scared by this stuff that they're like in the hospital, and I like that every once in a while they have to like call in and they're like hiding from the nurse.
Yeah,
And the nurse is like, "Bro, you guys aren't supposed to be working. You guys are like on bed rest." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
yeah. But the funny thing though is that everyone is so deathly afraid of it. It's just so wacky. It's almost like it felt like it felt like a Zenkaiger enemy. That's how it felt.
I see. I still haven't seen Zenkaiger.
Oh,
But
that's right. That's right.
but that one's on the list. Right now the big thing is, other than the red bean paste, the others two big fears being like past kaiju. So we get like the bug kaiju, and then we get the little metallic alien guy who can control electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And then our captain's fear, which is the Earth Garen, like being taken out, and I assume that means with people in it die.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah. But speaking about the Earth Garen,
Yeah.
he's a character now.
Oh man, and he's voiced by Akira Ishida. It's like he has the smoothest voice in Japanese. It's an Ikemen voice, and I could not stop laughing because yeah, it's so funny.
I mean, hey, that's pretty nice for Earth Garen. Emmy, and him have to take the Earth Garen out, and he lets them know that you can call him Earthy because that's what Yasunobu calls him.
That's what Bondo says, and it becomes a greater joke at the end of the episode. Wait, what? I was supposed to be the first one to talk to him. He was so jealous of Emmy.
He was, and then he's like, "Well, you can talk to Earthy later." It's like, how do you know I call him that? Who told you? It's like, who do you think?
Yeah.
Honestly,
also,
the kaiju fight this week was really cool. I like that this guy has stretchy arms.
Mm-hmm.
They made some really cool things.
Yeah, and it was also cool that like Emmy's like greatest fear is essentially herself.
Yeah. That kind of tracks. I feel like at the same time, oh my god, the fact that Blazer threw like little like rainbow cutter and he caught it and like threw it back and like 2 buildings were taken down. I'm like, oh god, hundreds of people just died.
Yeah. Oh man. But also like it was actually super cool because like, essentially because of Emmy, like, being the fear, we actually got to see like essentially normal human except kaijuized.
Yep,
like
fighting Ultraman.
Yeah, yep. that was sick as hell.
It was really funny, and it was also just really funny that because she's like imagining it, there's parts where she's like the Emmy is just kind of like holding Ultraman, but like not doing anything. But Ultraman's obviously taking damage, and then like when it fades away, you're like, oh yeah, he was using his little like head scythe thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like this was just a fun episode. Like it was a simple episode. We just got to see their fears. Yeah, it was just a simple episode where we got to see their fears, and just a classic monster of the week.
Yep. With some again really cool suit action. The suit with the arm stretches and stuff, and then it has the little like razor blade things on the head. Really cool.
Yeah, and the way that his fight style was like, because like the flashes of light are what they make the illusions happen. He'd raise his hands up as a feint, and when Ultraman covers his eyes, he'd turn around and do a tail swipe. Like it was like this monster knew how to fight.
I also really liked the thing where they were like the little lights behind Ultraman's eyes like went dark, and they were like, "Oh shit, he closed his eyes," and I'm like, "He can do that."
Yeah.
I didn't even think about the fact that this man just could close his eyes.
Oh man, yeah, it was. Yeah,
And
it
he
was
gets warned
great.
by Emmy because the guy's like sneaking. But also you were saying that this kaiju can fight. Yeah, because the moment Ultraman closes his eyes, the guy immediately starts like trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, like yeah, he was a smart one, and yeah,
And he was silly.
it was fun. Yeah,
But
it was a silly episode. Like I feel like it like we didn't get much story, but at the same time, like it was just it was just like I guess it's a nice break from all like the super intensive episodes we've had lately.
yeah, except we're about to go into another super intense episode. So Rackles is back. We're
Oh
not
wait! Don't forget, like like we forgot to say that. Yeah, we have a recap next week for that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. We will have another recap, which I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm wanting to see what the little like side story they do for this recap.
yeah.
Those have been nice. I do like that they're not just straight up like, here's what happened in the last 4 episodes, and then we just get that again.
Yeah. Oh man. Also, talking about Supro, you know it released recently. I'm not sure if you've watched both series beforehand, but Gridman Universe came out on Blu-ray, and I'm not
Oh
sure if you
yeah,
watch
because there was
Gridman
SSS Gridman and SSS
and Xenon.
Dynasmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes of Gridman, but I think this was when that was coming out. I was like in college, and I think I just ended up getting busy, and I never finished it. And obviously, because I never finished Gridman, I never watched Dynasmon.
Yeah.
Gridman,
Okay,
I should go back and finish.
Yeah, you definitely will enjoy it a lot more now because now that you know how tokusatsu fights work.
Oh, now definitely how I know, like, especially it's like some of the Ultraman stuff. Because yeah, because I'd only seen up to like I think it's like the 3rd or 4th episode, like the one where the other guys in suits have shown up, and it turns out they're like the like weapon upgrades for him, and they all like get on the computer and they like lag it the fuck out.
Yes,
that was like the last episode I watched. I feel like.
Wait, dude, that's like episode 8, dude. You got pretty far in then.
Oh, okay.
If you got to the part where they needed more RAM.
Oh,
but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, talking about those the Neon Genesis junior high students. Don't forget, like I said, at Japan World Heroes, I actually got to talk to the designer of like those different like mecha designs, and he also designed Dyna Xenon as well too, and some other stuff too. So it was actually really cool to learn about the design process for some of the stuff that he did for Gridman.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rackles is back from the dead.
Now we can talk about KingOh-ger and okay maybe I'm just dreading talking about KingOh-ger because man, this episode was depressing.
Yeah. I mean, Rackles is back. Him and Suzume are obviously serving Duged. Gira tries to go and fight him, and Jeremy just kind of escapes with him. I do love the Arachnomist. First of all, I think it's cool because for the longest time, like that's the one thing that especially like the higher level enemies and like I feel like tokusatsu shows can always just kind of like teleport out instantly. So it's kind of nice having the good guys be able to do it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doug that comes by. We're not sure what is going on with Rackles. I do like that his actor is definitely selling a very different demeanor than Rackles before. So we know something is like fucked up, especially with the just like, he's acting different. We hear the metallic sounds. So he's either been like brought back like as a cyborg or something. I'm not entirely sure. But it's not entirely natural that he's back.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, but yeah,
this it's time in Scopia.
Pretty much they want to get back in Kosovo because they need to get back communications up. But we also found out that that's actually why they attacked in Kosovo first, to get rid of their communications.
Yep. And also we find out that Himeno somehow just dealt with everything, and I guess because it was just a like prison colony thing, Rita basically just went back like, I gotta put everyone back in the box.
Yeah, so like it's just a boys episode this episode.
Which Yama gets his ass beat.
Yeah, and it's really funny too because Kaguragi is like is still the least trusted in this episode. It's you were gonna sell us out, weren't you? He was like, no,
I wasn't gonna sell you out. Why would I sell you guys out? But yeah, the little whisper control ladies in charge of Inscopia it turns out she might have to like whisper something, and it turns out that their greatest weakness was the fact that they all wear those little cat ear headphones because she hacked directly into them and basically took over everyone.
Yeah, and then we basically see that, like, you know, they want to get rid of the top computer, which is Yanma's Fisher-Price laptop he carries around everywhere.
Yeah, I do love. I mean, it's not necessarily Fisher-Price, but it's definitely like a 2000s era
Yeah,
thick-ass laptop that he's like just cobbled things onto.
I just love how there's fans on the outside of it, like it just looks so.
Oh yeah,
like,
there's like fans
perfectly.
and like RAM and shit that he's just like fucking glued to the top of it.
Yeah,
like they're not even on the inside. We get to see his retainer when he used to be a bad boy running the wastelands.
Yeah, it was actually kind of crazy. Like, yeah, seeing like, you know, the like his top like the top citizens, and she kind of like basically act like bad boys, and you know, you basically find out stuff about counterfeits, and then we see that Yanma was trying to make crypto.
Yanma's, I mean, it's not so much that he's trying to make crypto as much as he's like, we're gonna get to like a cashless society kind of thing. But yeah, the top computer being his laptop, I mean, obviously makes sense since he carries it around everywhere. He just takes everyone out by basically like shocking their headsets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we get, in my opinion, again, Kaguragi stealing the show a little bit for me. He immediately gets like taken over, and it's like, please defeat the Sentai for me, and he just fucking body bombs her. Like, I don't know what this fucking, like, what is this, like a fucking backdrop or something? He like just wrestling moves this lady.
There's just such wacky stuff that happens in this that happens here,
and I just that the explanation is just like, I'm a man who would betray even myself.
Yeah,
it's just like that. I don't think that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's crazy because like this episode we get interspersed with more of just Kaguragi's with Yanma's backstory, and like Shirikara would actually beat him up, and he'd still be the same Yanma that we love today, where it's like it doesn't even hurt. Like it's like just being the absolute bad boy he is, and I
just love the vibe that like obviously he uses his Sentai powers and he fights and stuff, but like outside of the suit, even though he's probably like the toughest looking one of them, he's like the least like likely to win a fight out of all the kings. Because like, do you remember the one time he went to like punch Gira and he like missed and like spinned around and everything?
Yeah, I mean it also kind of makes sense too, because what is it? He as we saw in the first episode in Kosopa, fights are done here through hacking, and it's like there's no actual physical fighting anymore.
Yep, and it just I mean he's a computer nerd. But our boy being controlled
when Shirikara gets controlled. Oh man, and it just basically just cuts to like why Shirikara follows him, and he grabs the lie detector helmet. I did not expect him to bring back the lie detector helmet in this way.
I thought that was just a gag we were done with. But
no,
he basically keeps.
They turn into like one of the most like. It's like, you are a badass, but holy crap, dude. Like, it was so, like, heart-wrenching watching him, like, say, I can't go against Yanma, and it's like, he's basically, like, saying the stuff that the leech lady wants him to say, but he's using it to, like, shock himself, and it's like, damn. Like, it's so intense, and then
Yanma just decides to give up the computer so that he doesn't fucking die, because he takes like 3 lethal doses of electricity.
Yeah.
And man, it is really sad when you get to see the backstory. You see that he follows Yanma because Yanma had, resolute goals. He's gonna turn 0 into 1. And they basically all decided to follow him at that point. And I really liked the writing with, the mob boss before, being like, I'm gonna kill you and everyone, you know, that you loved or whatever, and he's like, I'm not privileged enough for that, to the end, when Shirakaze's asking him, like, why did you do it? And he's like, well, at the end of the day, I guess I did become someone privileged. And it's like, and he doesn't explain it any further. You're like, yeah, he had someone he doesn't want to lose, so he gave up the laptop. And, like, the whole city's in ruins, too.
Yeah, it's oh my god, like, and then like, yeah, then Shiakara just basically like they literally like this episode was supposed to be them getting back in Kosovo, but nah, they just straight up lost it. They like in Kosovo's wiped out essentially now.
Yep, and he's
Or
like,
at least,
look.
well, sorry, it's at 0,
Yep.
but it ends with Yanma saying again that they're gonna turn that 0 into a 1.
Yep,
and I'm like.
You know, he's like excited. He's gonna start from 0 again. He's gonna rebuild it. It's not a big deal. Which, God, this was just, I was not expecting this episode to be this sad.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we go immediately into a silly premise for the preview of the next one. Himeno's looking to get married. Why is this happening right now? What happened? I like someone mentioned something like, "Are you being threatened? I want to help," and you have to deal with someone named Romaine Dearborn.
I don't even know anymore.
What? I have nothing to say other than the fact that I think it's really funny that our favorite side character shows up in a little fancy suit to I guess view the wedding.
Yup. Oh man, but yeah, it's like yeah, we basically see this guy wear the infamous Toei god bad white wig.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's the same wig, but it's always just funny to think about, like, oh hey, someone turned to a god, time to give them the bad white wig.
Yeah, they have never gotten a really good white wig for any of these. Because just I mean, going back to Geats, none of those white wigs were good. Going back to Guy, those white wigs were. To be fair, this looks like the Guy wig.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It looks like that same wig.
Maybe it is. Maybe they just keep reusing it. But yeah, we're gonna have, I guess, a more lighthearted episode. I don't know. I don't want to say that about KingOh-ger anymore. I feel like we're gonna get this funny episode, and it's gonna be very sad.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to prepare for KingOh-ger anymore.
KingOh-ger is just gonna be doing things. But it's like in a different way than like Dawn Brothers, because Dawn Brothers, you really had no idea what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like in any direction. This looks like it's gonna be silly, but I think it's gonna be sad.
Yeah, this is gonna be like, oh man, was every this show is just so solidly written. Like, there's an end goal, what they're working towards. Like you said, like unlike Dawn Brothers, you didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, we see the clear goals of everyone, but man, the way that they're making us go through this post time skip where they are literally just taking L's left and right now, it's just, man.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we're gonna see how it goes. And
yeah.
With that, our time is basically up this week. We will see you next time to keep talking about, the things we talk about every week. What are we gonna do today, Pinky? Or what are we gonna do today, Brain? Same thing we did last time.
Yeah, yep. I should take over the world. Oh, sorry, we're talking about Toku.
Yep. But thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Later.
This program is brought to you by
our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.